In this session, we are going to discuss about what is mean by hardness and what is called a degree of hardness. Why hardness is represented in calcium carbonate equivalents, then what problems based on that. Okay, hardness of water is mainly caused due to the presence of calcium and magnesium salts in the water. These calcium and magnesium salts, when present in the form of when these calcium and magnesium salts present in the form of chlorides, sulfates, and bicarbonates, then water causes hardness. Here, this hardness is mainly identified by soap treatment method. We can say soap treatment method is used for the identification whether it is hard water or soft water. Hard water in the sense, the water which gives less lather with soap is called hard water. No lather or very less amount of lather is called hard water. So excess amount of lather formation is called soft water. So that is called soap treatment. Here we can describe in this equation when C17H35COONA, this is called soap. Okay, sodium stearate is the normal formula or chemical formula of soap. When it is treated with any of the hardness causing salt, what happens? So this salt is this sodium salt is converted into this either calcium or magnesium salt. When calcium magnesium a salt of soap is formed, that is water insoluble, that may not generate lather with soap. That's the reason why here we can identify whether it is hard water or soft water by using this soap treatment method. Now let us see what is the causes for the hardness. Hardness is mainly caused by bicarbonates, chlorides, and sulfates when present in the form of calcium and magnesium. When calcium magnesium salts are present in the water, then it causes hardness to the water. Okay. So when calcium carbonate is there in water, that treated with water and carbon dioxide, slowly they converted into calcium bicarbonate. This is one of the cause of hardness. So when water contains hardness, what happens? What is the trouble we encounter? So when hardness is present in the water, it is not suitable for domestic purpose because while washing that induce some stains on the what cloths and utensils wherever we are using, and even for bathing it is not suitable because the soap is not able to give lather with that hard water. In cooking purpose, when we are consuming this hard water, that causes so many adverse effects because it not properly cooked and that hard water entered into our body, that causes some adverse effects. Drinking also causes digestive problems in our body. Industrial purpose. When we are using this hard water in textile industry, these precipitates of calcium and magnesium generated, which causes troubles in the fabrication of this textile. In case of sugar industry containing sulfates and nitrates when present, so crystallization of sugar becomes difficult in the presence of hard water. In the dyeing industry, when we are using this hard water, these dyes are not easily precipitated in the presence of hardness. In paper industry, what happens? Calcium, magnesium salts when present, it affects the quality of paper that induce some stains on the surface of the paper. In case of pharmaceutical industries, undesirable effects are generated in the pharmaceutical products. We can't achieve the required biological activities. During the steam generation, it is a major problem in water. So water when contains hardness, because the main purpose of water in industrial purpose is generation of steam. That's why we can consider water as an industrial material. During the steam generation, when water contains hardness, so many troubles are generated. Hails and sludges formed in the water boiler, and corrosion is also formed. Priming and foaming is also possible, and another problem is caustic embrittlement. These are the major problems which are arised due to the presence of hardness present in the boiler fed water. Now, let us see. Hard water can be broadly classified into two types. One may be temporary hardness, second may be permanent hardness. Temporary hardness is nothing but the hardness which readily removed by simple boiling of water. Hardness which removed by simple boiling of water is called a temporary, which is mainly caused by bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. When we are taking magnesium and calcium bicarbonate, that is called a temporary hardness. How can we remove calcium bicarbonate when subjected to heating? that is converted into calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is water insoluble that can be easily eliminated. Means, so before heating, it is water soluble substance. While boiling process, it is converted into precipitate. That's the reason why boiling is used to convert that water soluble hardness into water insoluble, which can be easily discarded by filtration process. And the next is about magnesium bicarbonate. When we are taking this magnesium bicarbonate, upon heating, it is converted into magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide also water insoluble substance. Magnesium hydroxide is also water insoluble. That's the reason why it can be easily removed by simple filtration process. Okay. Now let us see how permanent hardness is used and what are the components of permanent hardness. Permanent hardness is mainly caused by calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, calcium sulfate and magnesium sulfate. These are the major salts which induce permanent hardness to the water. Now let us see how can we express and what are the units of hardness of water. Hardness of water expressed in 4 different units. Here, before entering into that, hardness of water can be converted into calcium carbonate equivalents, that is called the degree of hardness. Then let us see why this degree of hardness and what is the purpose of representation in calcium carbonate equivalents. As already we know, hardness is mainly caused by different salts like calcium and magnesium in the form of chlorides, sulfates and bicarbonates. Here, when we are taking these many different type of salts, in order to calculate the amount of hardness present in the water, every time it is not possible to take individual weights, individual molecular weights, it is very difficult. That's the reason why hardness can be represented only in the single unit, that is called calcium carbonate equivalence. Why we are taking calcium carbonate equivalence means this calcium carbonate is a standard compound because it's a simple molecular weight. Its molecular weight is 100. That's the reason why it is very easy to convert all kind of hardness into calcium carbonate equivalents. That's the reason why we are choosing this calcium carbonate for the determination of hardness of water. Now let us see what is degree of hardness formula. How can we convert all type of hardness into calcium carbonate equivalents? Degree of hardness is represented as weight of hardness causing salt into 100. This 100 is the molecular weight of calcium carbonate divided by molecular weight of hardness causing salt. For example, if we are taking weight of calcium chloride, here we have to take the molecular weight of calcium chloride. Weight by molecular weight of hardness causing salt into 100, that 100 is the molecular weight of calcium carbonate. This is about the formula for the determination of degree of hardness. Degree of hardness is very important for the conversion of all kind of hardness into calcium carbonate equivalents. So now let us see what are the various units for hardness. Hardness can be represented in different units. One is parts per million, ppm. Parts per million is nothing but if you are taking 10 to the power of 6 parts of water, when we consider water as a 10 to the power of 6 part, in that how many parts of calcium carbonate equivalence is there? That means how many parts of hardness dissolved in that water, 10 to the power of 6 parts of water, that is considered as ppm. ppm is nothing but number of parts of hardness dissolved in 10 to the power of 6 parts of water is called ppm. Now, 1 ppm is equal to 1 part of calcium carbonate equivalents present in 10 to the power of 6 parts of water. That means 1 ppm nothing but 1 part of hardness present in 10 to the power of 6 parts of water. 10 ppm is nothing but 10 parts of hardness dissolved in 10 to the power of 6 parts of water. So 10 to the power of 6 nothing but 1 million. Now, another unit to represent hardness of water is milligram per liter. Milligram per liter is nothing but number of milligrams of calcium carbonate equivalents, nothing but hardness only, which is present in 1 liter of water sample. In 1 liter water sample, how many milligrams of calcium carbonate equivalents of hardness is there? That is called milligram per liter. That means 1 milligram per liter is nothing but 1 milligram of hardness present in 1 liter of water. Very simple. When we are taking 1 liter water sample, if it is dissolved with 1 mg of hardness, that indicates 1 mg, 1 milligram per liter hardness is present in that water sample. Next is about Clark degree. Clark's degree is nothing but number of parts of calcium carbonate equivalent which is present in 70,000 parts of water. If you are considering water as 70,000 parts, in that 70,000 parts, how many parts of hardness present is called a degree of Clark. 70,000 parts is also called as gallon. In 1 gallon, how many parts of hardness is there? That is called a Clark degree. Okay. 1 degree Clark is nothing but 1 part of hardness is present in 70,000 parts of water. If we are considering 10 to the power of 6 parts, that is called ppm. If we are considering 1 liter, that is called milligram per liter. If we are considering 70,000 parts of water, that is called Clark. Now let us see degree of French. French is nothing but how many parts of hardness present in 10 to the power of 5 parts of water. If you are considering water as a 10 to the power of 5 parts, in those many parts, how many parts of hardness is dissolved is called degree of French. Degree of French is equal to number of 1 degree of French is nothing but 1 part of hardness is there in 10 to the power of 5 parts of water. Okay. 10 to the power of 6 nothing but ppm. 10 to the power of 5 nothing but degree of French. Okay. So this is about all the various units which used to represent hardness of water. Now let us see entire relation between all kind of units. 1 parts per million exactly equals to 1 milligram per liter. 1 milligram per liter is equal to 1 degree of French. 1 degree of French is equal to 0.07 degree of Clark. This is about the entire representation of interrelation between all kind of units. Now let us see